All right, Eagle Nation, we're joined here by men's track and field head coach Josh Buchholtz as we get ready for this week's NCAA Division III Outdoor National Championships. Coach, regular occurrence for the Eagles to be preparing for this type of week, and the Eagles have 29 qualifiers in multiple events throughout. In fact, I think there might be only a couple events that you guys don't have a qualifier for. Just talk about the preparation so far.
It's been great to see having over half of our team qualified for the national championships. And that brings up some of the struggles though too. Is with big teams, you're making sure that everybody gets where they need to go, and we're very fortunate to be able to take a good big team to the national meet. I mean, we have one individual that would have qualified that had an injury at the conference championship, so that would have put us over 30 plus. A couple alternates and like that. So we're pushing 32 guys on a roster of less than right around 60 people. So that's pretty good that we can take that big squad. Just logistics, we're just making sure that our goal is to make sure we have all of the details taken care of, that all the variables that might impact the program on a national championship meet, travel, we get those all taken care of so that the guys can go out there and they can focus on performing well and success.
The Eagles won the indoor national championship back in March, and then have had multiple winning events throughout the spring outdoor season. Josh, just talk a little bit about kind of keeping the guys engaged. I mean, it's easy to win an indoor championship and kind of just fade a little bit and kind of just expect things to happen. But for the Eagles, it's again, almost half your roster at the national meet for outdoors. Talk a little bit about that.
I think a lot of it goes into the guys understanding that it's more than just one season in track and field. It's a long season, so being able to keep them motivated. I owe a lot to our coaching staff for on a daily basis keeping them focused on what we're about to do here at the outdoor meet. It's a long year, and so being able to keep those in there. I think it also helps though as we understand that as the season goes on, we build. The weather starts getting better, marks start building a little bit more. You go to a conference championship, we start getting a little bit of a hint of good weather, and the performances start coming out. And then having two last chance meets or two meets after the conference championship, that we really saw some of those marks really kind of step up. And then knowing what's on the line, it's always tough too going through those last two meets of the year because final exams are either a week away or they're competing right in the middle of the final exam week. So we do owe a lot of credit to our athletes for taking that on and being able to focus on their academics, but also understand that they need to continue to perform and prepare themselves for a national meet.
You've got multiple guys that have won individual national titles, whether it be last year at the outdoors, 2 years ago at the outdoors, or in the indoors this year. Sam's back to defend many titles. Sam Blaskowski. You've got the Mathite twins who competed at a very high level with an indoor national championship, both, and then also the cross country side of it. You've got Kale Schumann who had won a national title last year. So you got the pressure. Is there pressure going into this week, and do you think they feel that, or how do you eliminate that going into the weekend?
We do a lot of preaching to it being excitement, not so much of the pressure. We want them to go into the meet and understand that they have opportunities to do things. They have opportunities to do things other people maybe have never had a chance to do. Repeat national titles, repeat All-American, scoring points at the national meet. So we really put it on to them as like, hey, these are opportunities, gentlemen, that you can do some things. We preach a lot about we can be good or we can be great. And I owe a lot to, again, Coach Petish is one of the ones that really put that in the minds of all the athletes, especially during the indoor season of we have the opportunities to be great. And when you go out there and you have that focus for each time that you step to the line or get in that ring or get on that runway to be able to go out there and perform for greatness, I think they look forward to it. I mean, it's not just one thing to get to a national meet. It's being hungry enough then to get there and to do something to put a point on the board. Ultimately, if every guy that we have on this team goes out there and puts points on the board, we're going to be in a very good spot. And so that's our goal: is to how many people can we get to finals? How many people can score points at it? We're going to have guys that are going to be ranked in the top third of each of the events that are going to go out there, and I feel confident. I mean, our preparations that we do on a weekly basis are very good. I mean, so I trust what our coaches and what our athletes are ready to do. They know. We just had a meeting and we talked about this. This isn't a vacation. This isn't a trip. We're not excited just to be there. We're going out there to do something. We're going out there for a common goal. And when it's all said and done, they're going to tally up the points and they're going to tell us where we stand compared to the rest of the teams in the nation.
You've had quite a few special performances already in the outdoor season, whether it be NCAA Division III records, whether it be Sam going to a Division I meet and competing at a Division I level, or other opportunities. Is there anything maybe going into the week that you would tell fans, like, look for this week? I mean, maybe it's not a record, or maybe it's not this, but what are you excited for most maybe this week?
I would say look for a bunch of guys wearing the maroon and gray that are going to go out there and they're going to do whatever they can to score points for our team. If that happens to result in great times or great performances, then that's a bonus. But we go to this meet. This is a very few of meets that we have in a year that this is a team meet. We're going out there to put a team score on the board that is better than everybody else, and that's kind of what we look at. And again, like I said earlier, is like if the byproduct of that is a great performance, a time, a throw, a jump, or whatever it is, then we'll take that as well. So they kind of go hand in hand.
Awesome. Again, the Eagles will leave tomorrow for the trek out to Geneva, Ohio, for the Division III Outdoor Championships, which will run Thursday through Saturday this week. So Eagle fans, go ahead and join our website to follow or to watch. And again, Coach, good luck to you and the guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.